Welcome to the audiobook of the science fiction novel written by George Romero, Solstika, Alpha Queen and Avenger.
Behold the enchanting yet perilous realm of Eelinga. In the deepest shadows of the wild, a helpless child is marked by fate. Safe from the golden cages of royalty, her life begins with an alliance forged in grief and survival. Saved from the brink of death by a fierce mother gorilla, who had just lost her own infant to a ruthless leopard, the young princess is claimed by the jungle. Raised by the wild, bound by blood and instinct, a legend is born. Tango's dramatic return to his sprawling, heavily fortified cave, which loomed majestically atop a daunting 585-foot rocky cliff, served as the catalyst for Eelinga's extraordinary journey. Separated from her biological family as an infant, Eelinga was thrust into the heart of a lush, vibrant jungle that pulsed with life. Here, her destiny began to unfold within her newly adopted gorilla family. She gradually learned to navigate this unfamiliar environment, growing accustomed to the rustling leaves, the calls of exotic birds, and the gentle sway of the canopy above. As the members of the troop made their way into the safety of the cave, they headed toward their straw nests within the spacious main chamber. Coco, the devoted caregiver, carefully cradled the infant, her heart full of protective love. As she placed the baby carrier onto a sturdy rock table, it slipped from her grasp and tumbled to the floor with a soft thud. Startled, Coco bent down to retrieve it. It was then that her eyes widened in surprise. Nestled among the soft straw inside the carrier sat a glimmering pendant, catching the dappled light filtering through the cave entrance. The pendant, a cherished keepsake from the past, was a piece of stunning artistry. Adorned with intricate engravings that reflected a rich heritage, it had delicate, ornate curves that clearly spelled out a name and a title: Eelinga, Princess of Draken. Recognizing its immense weight, the adoptive mother hurriedly sought refuge in a hidden nook in the cave's damp depths. Working deftly, Coco dug a small hole in the earth and carefully concealed the magnificent pendant within a hollow section of bamboo, burying it out of prying eyes. This secretive action remained hidden in the depths of Coco's heart. She would wait for the right moment to reveal this treasure, when Eelinga possessed the maturity to grasp the monumental significance of her royal heritage. The language of the jungle. At just 24 months old, Eelinga already exhibited an extraordinary capacity for communication. Having mastered a rich collection of sounds and gestures, her gorilla dialect became a fascinating symphony of more than 15 distinct vocalizations. Each sound, whether an alarm call to signal danger, a low whine for attention, a deep growl of displeasure, or a series of joyful gurgles, spoke volumes about her sharp intellect. Her repertoire even included mighty roars, haunting howls, and unique owl-like sounds, making her truly extraordinary in her vibrant wilderness home. Eelinga's connection with her troop was forged through deep physical and emotional bonds. The gentle nudges and playful embraces she shared with the younger members reinforced their family ties, providing her with a profound sense of safety and belonging. Coco acted as both mother and mentor, playing a crucial role in her development. She taught Eelinga to keenly observe her environment, discerning subtle changes in the terrain. Under Coco's guidance, Eelinga also learned to assert her presence within the social hierarchy, mastering the troop's powerful stares and nuanced facial expressions. By the age of 5, Eelinga displayed physical aptitudes that set her apart. She ascended trees with astonishing speed, effortlessly navigating the branches. Her unique gait, characterized by a slightly hunched posture, a forward lean, and support on her knuckles, was a testament to her adaptability. Yet despite her muscular build, her human feet lacked the flexibility necessary to grip tree branches like a gorilla's. To compensate, her agility on flat terrain remained unmatched. She could sprint across the ground swiftly, leaving the others in awe. 7 years later. Plus an oral note. In these two scenes, to maintain the established pattern and prevent my channel from being suspended, young Eelinga wears the same outfit as she grows older. This continues until she discovers a village where women are wearing dresses and eventually acquires her own clothing there. At just 14, Eelinga was far from a lone wolf. She thrived as a vibrant member of her close-knit troop, creating unbreakable bonds with her friends. Among her crew was Lodi, her spirited 15-year-old half-brother, the adventurous first son of Tango and Coco. Then there was Tunton, a lively 14-and-a-half-year-old known for his infectious playfulness, and the wise Mandra, the charismatic eldest at 16. Together, they formed an exhilarating squad that dove headfirst into a whirlwind of thrilling activities that lit up their days. Their adventures sparkled with energy, drawing the audience into their lively world as they tackled new challenges with enthusiasm. These friends didn't just play, they embarked on epic quests to master essential survival skills. They practiced powerful fighting techniques like sparring with makeshift wooden swords, each session a burst of adrenaline, while sharpening their instincts and reflexes. They roamed their breathtaking surroundings, discovering the tastiest fruits and most nutritious vegetables, turning each outing into a treasure hunt. As they laughed and explored together, their friendship blossomed through shared experiences that deepened their connection to one another and to the wild wonders that surrounded them. The trio's escapades were a whirlwind of joy, friendship, and thrilling discoveries, making everyone feel the excitement and magic of their adventures. In the heart of a vibrant jungle, where lush greenery envelops every corner and positivity reigns, Eelinga and her half-brother Lodi embarked on thrilling adventures alongside their two close friends. They reveled in a lavish lifestyle filled with laughter and dreams, exploring the breathtaking landscapes that surrounded them, free as the wind and unburdened by negativity. However, lurking in the shadows of their paradise was a formidable threat, the notorious pack of leopards that prowled the nearby forest, hunting for food and protecting their territory. Tales of their stealth and ferocity had been whispered among the villagers, weaving a thread of caution into the fabric of their otherwise carefree days. Eelinga, driven by curiosity and a love for learning, set out to uncover the secrets of the jungle, specifically the fascinating behavior of gorillas. Her discoveries sparked awe and a sense of adventure. Eelinga observed as gorillas groomed each other, transforming hygiene into a celebration of community. These interactions kept their coats gleaming and showcased their unique adaptations for survival in the wild. Eelinga also noted that they instinctively consumed insects such as fleas, turning a potential nuisance into a valuable source of protein, an example of how animals adapt their diets to survive in their environment. This clever behavior teaches children about resourcefulness and the importance of using available resources wisely in nature. Amid her explorations, Eelinga discovered sharp, flat stone flakes hidden in a cave. Using her resourcefulness, she fashioned them into tools to trim her long hair, helping her feel capable and inventive in her environment. One fateful day, under the watchful eye of their wise mentor Tango, Eelinga accidentally ingested a toxic plant that left her feeling unwell. Tango, with his profound experience, guided her to a nearby stream, encouraging her to drink deeply until she purged the harmful substance. This pivotal moment prompted Eelinga to refine her diet, embracing the tantalizing flavors of papayas, watermelons, guavas, and bananas, along with nutritious roots like yucca and peanuts, as well as vibrant edible flowers. As days turned into weeks, Eelinga blossomed into an enchanting young woman, her white skin and cinnamon-red hair drawing the gaze of curious boys from the neighboring troops. Understanding the human need for clothing, Eelinga sought counsel from Chief Tango about visiting the nearest village, 10 miles downstream, to procure a garment to shield her delicate body from nature's elements. With excitement swelling in their hearts, that afternoon, they set out on their journey. 2 hours later, at dusk, they arrived at the nearest village. They climbed a tree to closely observe all the movements in the town. Hanging near a hut to dry in the sun, they spotted several traditional fabrics called Liputa and Kuba, textiles that are truly integral to the villagers' lives. In the Congo, women commonly utilize these two distinct traditional fabrics in various ways, serving as skirts, wraps, or sleeping mats during communal gatherings and rest periods. Far more than just simple pieces of cloth, these versatile textiles are tools of cultural expression. Each fabric is meticulously handwoven, displaying vibrant colors and intricate patterns that reflect the village's rich artistic traditions. The designs carry deep meaning, telling ancestral stories of the community's history, values, and beliefs, and are embraced by the Congolese people as proud symbols of identity. The night was beautifully illuminated by a full moon, creating the perfect backdrop for their daring act. Slipped sneakily, moving smoothly from branch to branch, Tango and Coco made their way toward the village. The bright moonlight favored them. They could not have chosen a better night for this vital mission, to secure the comfort and welfare of their cherished adoptive daughter, Eelinga. At dawn the following morning, Eelinga stirred from a slumber, her eyes blinking open to the soft light filtering through the dense foliage. As she roused herself, a delightful surprise greeted her. Nestled right beside her sleeping spot lay an exquisite, colorful cloth and a beautifully woven mat. She knew instantly that her adoptive parents had bestowed this thoughtful gift upon her. Carefully draping the vibrant fabric around her slender form, she reveled in its protection against the crisp morning chill. The comforting texture of the cloth and mat cocooned her, infusing her with a profound sense of warmth and security. Without a second thought, she unfurled the mat and arranged it within her nest, settling down happily and drawing the cloth snugly around her. At that moment, she was overwhelmed by relief, a joyous release from her previous nights of discomfort. Her heart swelled, and she wanted nothing more than to express her deepest gratitude to Tango and Coco. Yet, she knew her parents typically slept deeply for 12 hours upon returning from such an exhausting trip. Filled with anticipation, Eelinga patiently bided her time, showing the utmost respect for their well-deserved rest as she eagerly awaited the opportunity to give them a warm embrace. At this stage of her life, Eelinga was eagerly embracing her independence and forging deeper connections with her older friends. These bonds were far more than just social. They were essential to her growth, anchoring her through a period of profound transition. Naturally, she faced her share of challenges. Her remarkable height, impressive musculature, and sheer strength set her apart from the other female gorillas, occasionally bringing intense peer pressure. Yet, her quiet confidence kept her grounded, helping her recognize and resist negative influences, even when they came from her adoptive parents. She met these obstacles with a steady, purposeful determination, navigating her complex world with resilience. Driven by an extraordinary intelligence, with a cognitive capacity akin to an IQ exceeding 180, Eelinga possessed an insatiable hunger for learning. Her curious spirit led her to examine the world's intricacies with quiet wonder and enthusiasm. She had a rare talent for analyzing complex patterns and forecasting outcomes, earning her a reputation within her community as an intuitive genius and a super prognosticator. Her troop often marveled at how easily she connected seemingly unrelated ideas and spotted emerging trends, cementing her status as an incredibly sharp, detailed thinker. Yet, in quiet moments, Eelinga wrestled with her own identity, wondering where she truly fit within the grand mosaic of life. In her dreams, this inner divide dissolved. She found herself communicating fluently in English, engaging in rich, philosophical conversations that explored the very essence of humanity and transcended her species. These dreamscapes deeply influenced her waking thoughts, reshaping how she saw herself, her emotions, and her heartfelt desire to connect with the world around her. This path of self-discovery, filled with unique trials and small triumphs, guided her toward embracing her identity in a world that often felt foreign and complex. By age 19, Eelinga was blossoming into young adulthood, standing tall at 5 feet 11 inches with a robust build that radiated strength and vitality. Strikingly, she possessed long, fiery red hair and piercing blue eyes that commanded attention wherever she went. Despite her natural gifts, her interactions with humans sometimes made her self-conscious about her appearance. Rather than a weakness, this vulnerability only highlighted her deep empathy and care for both herself and her gorilla family. Step by step, Eelinga learned to own her unique identity, driven by an unshakable belief in her ability to forge genuine connections across boundaries, eagerly looking forward to the adventures and discoveries that lay ahead.